Today, we're going to bring you some tips for running a cash-based medical practice. So a lot of you out there have already made the decision. I am not taking insurance. I am all in with a cash practice. There are a lot of things to consider and think about, so stay tuned to learn some of our top tips. Hi, I'm Dr. Annie DePasquale, the founder and owner of Collaborating Docs. We help entrepreneurial nurse practitioners connect with awesome collaborating physicians. Today, though, is all about cash-based practices and different things to consider when you're starting out and solely offering a cash-based practice. So first things first, let's talk about some general tips. Cash-based practices work really well for services that people are willing to pay for, meaning either something not covered by their insurance, like aesthetics or IV hydration, or something they're willing to pay a premium for to save time, like an urgent care, a telemed appointment that they can get in and get out and do quickly, rather than having to use their insurance but wait 6 hours for their provider who may or may not have an opening at the end of the day. You get the idea. So let's move forward. So insurance is not fun to deal with. We all know that already. So if you're having a very small practice, a solopreneur, or just a small office, it might cost just too much, honestly, to have the support staff to make insurance work, because you have to run the insurances, submit the paperwork, make sure you're getting the reimbursements back, make sure it's all filled out correctly. It is pretty much a full-time job for a biller. So you'd have to hire a biller for your practice, which really just might be rather daunting. So we're going to move to the happy place of not dealing with insurance and instead going ahead and getting that cold hard cash right up front. So you do need to be aware of sort of your local market, like what are people willing to pay cash for, and make sure that they are actually getting real true value. If they can get the exact same thing and run their insurance, or go to the person down the street who's going to cover their visit through the insurance, they're not going to go to you. They're just, it won't make sense. You have to be saving them time, money, or bringing them some sort of extra expertise to the situation at hand. And that's why we highly recommend focusing on niche services. So you are the world's, or at least your community's, biggest, best expert on lactation or acne or autism or fill in the blank. You are the person. You are just like a super pro, and people would be crazy not to go to you. That sets you apart and gives people a reason to pay cash. Also, if something is very high demand and low supply, right now, that would definitely be mental health care. So a lot of mental health providers can get by with a cash practice. Convenience things like urgent cares that can take you as a walk-in at any time of day, any day of the week that you need it, and you're not waiting 3 hours in the waiting room. That would be a winner, and some people would pay a premium for that. Others want concierge primary care. They want to have that provider they can call 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, and get answers. And that sort of direct primary care model works very well for a lot of people. You want to also think about the population or community that you're serving. So uninsured or underinsured, they don't have insurance to use. So of course they're going to pay cash. And if you can make it a reasonable fee, they'll gladly come to you and continue coming to you. The other is sort of the very elite wealthy who have more money than they know how to deal with. If you offer sort of a luxury experience, for example, indirect primary care, but kind of like a top end product, they will also pay. So it's sort of the two extremes of the pay structure. It's a good idea to keep in mind easy ways to collect payment. Square and Stripe are probably the two industry leaders. You don't want to look like a weirdo. Maybe PayPal is a little, early 2000s. I'm just saying that I still use PayPal for things, but Square and Stripe are kind of like the industry leaders right here, right now. So I hope you gleaned a couple helpful tips from this presentation regarding taking cash payments. If you need a collaborator for your cash-based business, please reach out to us, and I will see you next time.